We are 1 week into the case of the Scottish girl who was defending herself with a knife and a hatchet from an attacker, and she was the one arrested by authorities. And not only that, but things like the CCTV footage that would clear everything up seems that it's missing now. So this is, I've been reporting on this for the past couple days, and this is not looking good for the family of the girl or her sister. This is thanks to Estetica, who is reporting directly in contact with the mother of the girl, covering the police cover-up, the fake articles by the Daily Mail. It seems that, the guy who is at the center of this, a gypsy gangster, he was just a model citizen. He came to the UK in 4 years ago, but he is a family man. No, it's not like that. And an update on what has transpired since. First, let's get to some additional details that were not reported by the police or the media regarding the gypsy migrant who describes himself as the gypsy gangster. When the family arrived on the scene, Fatos Ali Dumana, the name of the guy, is not a Bulgarian name at all. Some people are saying that this is an Algerian name. Was seen assaulting the police officers, spitting on them, and had to have a spit bag put on his head. After that, he was put into the back of the police van, where he went irate and was aggressively kicking the van from the inside. Again, all this was, recollections of witnesses. If this was not the case, all that the police had to do is to issue a statement about this, that this did not happen. And 7 days after, all the world is trying to know what happened to the girls. No, they haven't said anything. Don't you think that is rather suspicious? Don't you think that by this point, the police should have cleared up what happened that day, and they haven't? You think that it's like so many authorities trying to cover this up? It would be just like that. Oh yeah, she is feral, she is such and such. Then there was supposedly video about that, right? That she was the one attacking the guy, and the video has disappeared. According to the family, the original CCTV footage that would have shown the entire series of events has now gone missing. I wonder why. Can you guess? Of course, maybe this was not convenient for authorities. This was not convenient for the narrative that you have to embrace all these Abrodians, no matter what, no matter where they come from, no matter what they do, no matter what they say or how they act. In addition to the CCTV footage miraculous disappearance, the family has tried to get hospital records from Ruby's hospital visit. Remember that the sister of the guy hit Ruby and sent her to the hospital. But what happened? Unfortunately, they were informed by the hospital that this request would take weeks. Have you ever heard of a simple hospital record taking weeks to get? Again, there's so much in here that if the local police, is, let's say this is very bad for them. They're not looking good with all this. If I was the chief of the local police, I would say, okay, we need to clear all this up. None of this happened, and you issue a statement. Nobody was sent to the hospital. No Abrodian attacked these girls. On the contrary, these girls were the ones attacking this model citizen. But radio silence. Nothing of the sort. It would be so easy. You don't even have to give a press conference. You can just issue a written statement to a local newspaper. You can do this on the phone. It's that simple. And none of that. Why? Because they cannot. They don't have any proof of the contrary, of what we saw with our own eyes. I even confirmed that it's the same guy on the video that we saw on his TikTok videos and how gangster he wants to show himself. So we have all this. The local police, the Dundee police, has nothing. This is, I would say, I want to say the word proof. But it's not real proof, but there's no reason why they wouldn't just say something about this case. And they have said nothing. Because all the fake reports from media organizations like the Daily Mail, the families of the girls are in fear for their life, and I can just imagine that. If the men of Dundee are patrolling the streets, and we haven't seen any video or images of said men patrolling the streets, that's not happening. That is not happening precisely because there are no real men down there. Is because this has happened, because that's why girls have resorted to carry knives and hatchets to defend themselves. And you say, but they're going to be thrown into jail. You know, the men. All right, so what is the option then? You think what is happening is better? You think that girls being afraid of being sexually assaulted, that is a better option? You think that is a, I don't know, nice way to live? Just look the other side? Is that easy? No. Well, they have been harassed daily by the media, by the police, and by others in the community, branding them far-right racists. I can imagine that, and I am not surprised because of all the, this color revolution of the flags, of St. George flags everywhere, of people native to the UK tearing those flags off. I can imagine that, there are people labeling them as far-right racists and making sure they don't speak. Oh, why doesn't the family just come out and make some kind of press conference or tell their version of the story? Because they're afraid. And I can imagine that no media, no local media is going to give that interview because they have given strict orders. This is going to be silenced. And what proof do I have of this? Well, the proof is in the silence from authorities. It's that simple. It is that simple. There's no way around this. You think about this in a very logical way, apply some reasoning to that, and say that one call would just have finished this story and clear everything up, and we don't have anything of the sort. Because all the fake reports, just for speaking the truth of what happened to their 12 and 13-year-old daughters. The police have also given them sexual assault alarms and locks to put on their doors as there are reports of violent threats against them. This is getting worse for the family. And as we know, there's no father involved in this. The father is non-existent in this equation. It's become clear that the UK system is now designed to help the criminals and punish the victims. I will continue to update the story as I hear more. Again, we have seen so much stuff about this. And the most dangerous thing that can happen about this is people forget about this case. Because this is extrapolation. You can extrapolate this not only to all of the UK, but all of Europe. Europe is dying under this suicidal empathy. That, we cannot be racist. We need to silence anything that goes against Abroadians. We need to make sure that no bad news, nothing of the sort, none of their behavior. No, they are still, they're still in the process of assimilation. Again, if this guy didn't do anything of this, it is not the Daily Mail the one to say that he's a moral citizen. And the Daily Mail, the people of the Daily Mail are, of course, very intelligent. They must have nice attorneys. They actually did not give much details of what happened. They made sure to talk about, oh, he's a family man. He has just got a baby. All right. Does that exempt him of wrongdoing or misbehaving? I don't think so. Anyone can have a baby. Anyone can be a family man in the eyes of the public. That happens all the time. That's not like that is going to clear him up of, again, what we saw in the video. So now that the CCTV footage has disappeared and we don't have any records of this, my worry is that they are playing the long game. The local police is playing the long game. They're trying to make sure to this just go away. This will eventually go away. And this is the thing that we cannot allow. Not only in Dundee, in Scotland, but all of the UK, all of Europe, and all the world, because a version of this is still happening in the United States. Even if as mass deportations are underway, this is still happening in the United States. There's this pressure to, oh no, you have to love all illegals, no matter what. And no, that is not the way. That's the way that you destroy your country from within. But I would like to know what you think about this in the comments. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the Body Language Guy. Much love and bliss.